Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you. This is a timeless reading. It may not resonate with all of you. Please take what does resonate. I'm going to get started with the Crystal Spirit Oracle for you, and I pulled Indigenous Tears. Number 5, the Hierophant, is important here, and this is critical to establishing that the grieving process that many of you may be experiencing now, this profound release of feelings, of emotions, a review of experiences, it feels as though it has been long withheld, is gradually releasing. It's allowing you to find some calm, some peace, some clarity about information that you are going to be delivering or that you are delivering currently. You are showing the way. You are holding keys for others. And the key that is currently being processed within your own experience of evolution is that of releasing a sense of profound loss, suffering, pain that has been held. In fact, just in my renaming the title of this card from Apache Tears to Indigenous Tears, I feel like this is not only generational, but this is related to the healing of the earth, the healing of locations that have been taken, that have been colonized, that have been stolen, that you are restoring, at least within your spirit. You are making connection to generations, ancestors that have been physically located in various places around the earth that themselves are in need of healing. I've also pulled from the from the Soul's Journey, the Blame card. I accept responsibility for my well-being. This is really pulling up some very profound sense of being raised, being a part of a system that establishes social control and dominance over others, so that we are denied the opportunity to establish authority in our own lives. So the authorities that exist want to take responsibility for our well-being or our scarcity. They control, and the illusion is that they control our experience of abundance on the earth. And for perhaps some significant portion of our life, we were too trapped in what some call the matrix. This is feeling very important right now. It feels as though not only have you been long aware of the social systems, the shitstem, the hierarchy, the controls, the regulation that exist within your life and within the life of your community, your culture, your location on the planet, but that you have gradually been understanding and willing to accept the responsibility for your own well-being, recognizing that you have a choice and you have been choosing to be responsible, to recognize that the blaming of others denies you, strips you of that ability to be responsible and responsive appropriately in your own life. So this is about choosing your well-being, not giving over the authority of your well-being to others. This feels like a profoundly social statement. This is about the evolution of our consciousness at this time, in human time, in real time. And so there is an overlay of the recognition of systems of oppression that we are laboring within, and how that has individually affected you, how that has dominated your understanding of the love and support that you have received and its flawed imperfections, right? Our ability to recognize that those who cared for us did so with the uh, conscious intention of keeping us safe. In the present, the Nine of Swords. Wow, why am I not surprised here? This is really affecting the way you relate to others, the way you share resources with others. So this can be workplace, community, home, wherever you are actively experiencing the sense of uh, releasing yourself from a system of beliefs that you know absolutely has applied to you, but to someone else's benefit. So I feel like this is a rejection of a whole system of beliefs, a whole history of beliefs that you are clear have not been your responsibility, have not been your fault, that you didn't create, but that you recognize you're able to heal from. And this is, you have taken this healing as far as you can go. And this feels important as to why you are moving beyond the personal realm, beyond the individual experience of your own suffering and pain or oppression, and really understanding that you have the power, the ability to heal from that, to learn lessons from that, to choose something different, and to recognize that as large as those institutions and social dynamics may be that have created an oppressive system that you have worked within, perhaps your ancestors, your family, you are clear that you, even as an individual, have the power to affect other individuals' healings. And in the past, the Two of Swords. Somewhere in your past, for some of you, this is a long ago past, really long ago, but I think this has been reborn, this compulsion towards your own path, your own healing, your own creation, your own truth. This is about justice, balancing the scales, recognizing that you are in a place where you can model, at the very least, if not actually impart to others information, advisement, counseling, support for their ability to choose their individual power that overlaps with a collective identity that moves away from false values, illusions of scarcity, um, being at the service or being manipulated by those in power, to create a reality, a justice, a balance that is based on not only the knowledge you've gained and are gaining in this lifetime, but for many of you, this is past knowledge that you're building on. You may have come from a life where you experienced or achieved a kind of social justice that you have chosen to bring into this lifetime, understanding deeply what this costs, what this is required of you in your absolute pursuit of this truth. And in the future, the Moon card, wow. So this is feeling quite profound, a little bit heavy. I admit, Capricorn, as a Capricorn, I am feeling this in a way that is clearing away the sense of heaviness, the sense of struggle, and creating a sense of clarity, particularly as the process of healing, of confronting personal fears, experiences of shame, guilt, limitation that you have come to recognize are self-imposed to some extent, that you are becoming not comfortable. That is, I think, an overreach, but you are becoming familiar in a way that you accept that this is part and parcel of your purpose. This, for some of you, has taken an entire lifetime to achieve after perhaps a variety of steps along the way where you glimpsed this sense of purpose. You may have even been born with a sense of purpose, a sense of desiring to contribute something of significance to the world. But you are not afraid of a process that requires you to go really deeply. Really deeply. And this is about recognizing in many ways that you stand out differently from others. You don't look like the energies that surround you. In part because your experience is unique to you and you have a unique gift, but that you have worked through what many others may take for granted. And this is increasing your ability to journey down. It is the process of descent into something like your core, your gifts, your inner treasure that is rewarding you at this time. Your dreams may be extremely significant. Some of you are lucid dreaming, journaling, also another essential practice that many of you are experiencing or practicing at this time. But your meditations and prayers, silence is a tool, one of your most critical tools at this time, to honor this grieving that you're experiencing and to recognize the justice, the truth that is blossoming as a result of you taking full responsibility for your experience. If this reading is resonating for you, Capricorn, please like this and this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate your presence here. And I'm going to clarify the Two of Swords with the Lovers. Another card, please. And the Tower. So for the Nine of Swords in the present, we have the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords again, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Moon card again. Wow. I heard someone mention the other day, one of the many other gifted readers that I do follow, that Capricorns cry easily. And that is such a gift. It has been a personal embarrassment to me in many ways because I always have to reassure others that they're tears of joy. But it's also the tears that are like the ocean washing through you. It's the cleansing, it's the purification, it's part of the release of powerful emotions that you're experiencing. So the Two of Swords here, clarified, is really talking about this choice, this responsibility that you're accepting. And that includes an acceptance of who you actually are, this peace that you are gaining by committing to your truth, to the truth, to justice. And when I say the truth, it is not to discount. The truth can be as much a part of our perspective as it is something that is objective in the sense of principles or values. But this is this greater acceptance that you are making choices along the way, that you're choosing your experience and the way you want to open yourself up to opportunities. The Tower indicates for sure that you are actually unconsciously and consciously creating disruptions in your material or social world as a means of recognizing that the things that are not foundational, that do not support you, that do not uh, recognize your gifts, your talents, your abilities, are things that are now imploding in a way that offers you another doorway, another opportunity that had until recently, until your perspective shifted, was invisible to you. And this may be experienced over the last past time. You determine that. I have no idea. There is an idea about a couple of years being a possible timeline for some of you, that you have been experiencing a lot of disruption, a lot of unexpected opportunity, a lot of unexpected loss, even that has forced you into recognizing the path more and more consciously, the path that you are choosing. The long-term benefit that you're seeing is not only important to you, but supports all of your relationships. Choosing value, choosing those things that value you, matching your relationships, opportunities, experiences with who you are and what helps you to grow. So this is a choice that comes and it's almost like your intuition is so overly active, it's being released, that your revelations come in the most unexpected ways. Some of you don't even have to reach for clarity. You simply are able to manifest in a way that requires a lot of care and attention to your thoughts and your language. And in the present, the Nine of Swords, clarified again by the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So I like this because not only are you establishing a social and cultural foundation that celebrates your growth and supports the growth of those around you, recognizes that you come together in many ways to grow something, to grow a home, to grow a community, to grow a product, a service. But it also emphasizes the amount of work that is required to clear away our assumptions. Not only your assumptions, but the assumptions of others. And it feels as though you are in an environment where not only your experience of loss and grieving, but that of others is forcing this commitment to growth as the alternative to this pain and suffering. New ways of looking at the beliefs that we support and invest in and the ones that need to be released. It feels like a big opportunity for you when we go back to the energy of the Hierophant, the number 5, right? You're offering keys. This is not like offering a course or a plan. Perhaps for some of you it is. You're literally teaching, advising, counseling others. But for many of you in your ordinary interaction with your family, community, friends, in your home life, even in your work life, you are offering others keys, models, examples of building a foundation that is supportive, that acknowledges and accepts you exactly as you are, with that intentionality of growth, of expansion, of learning, of inclusion. And in the future, the Moon card, clarified by the Moon again. This is so uncanny. This is such a powerful message about the ongoing and laborious work that you have been doing in your shadow realms. This is the acceptance of what has felt like limitation, restriction, heartache, suffering, oppression, trauma. The acceptance that this has been yielding you gifts. This is taking you to a new place of assessing where you are on that journey, knowing that you are firmly on a path that resonates with your highest good, but also that this is leading to a greater sense of productivity. This is helping you to understand what you can let go of and what you can continue to invest in to maximize your productivity. This is about working smarter, not harder, cherishing your gifts, cherishing those things that are a part of your comfort, your stability, your security, but being discriminating about that, being clear as you continue to evaluate. For many of you, this is a big decluttering energy, not just of your emotional or vibratory being essence, but of your material world. Like, what don't you need? What is weighing you down? What doesn't lead to productivity? What are the things that amplify your ability to creatively express yourself, to imagine options where none appeared to exist in the past? This is really powerful, Capricorns, and I wouldn't be surprised if many of you are experiencing this kind of. These are standing out to me. I mean, the responsibilities for sure, the building of new foundations, new cultural opportunities for growth is also underlying this. But this idea that you are really consciously and intuitively disrupting some old historic emotional patterns. And these patterns are not just yours, they belong to the world. So many of us have experienced trauma. All of us have experienced challenges of one sort or another. And this is something that we have the power to disrupt to some degree, right? We're not about erasing all the difficulty or challenge in the world. That's not the point. The point is to recognize our fears and feel completely confident that we can face those fears. Recognize that beyond the sense of grieving and loss, that we are protected. We are part of a community that extends and is grounded in millennia of ancestry, of cultural history and support. So I do feel many of you speaking very directly to your guides, summoning up your guides, opening up to new guides. I'm going to finish this reading with the crocus. And the crocus is breathe. I love that, right? Calm, rest, stop, and just be. What wise counsel is that? Thank you so much for this reading, Capricorn. Until next time, namaste.